everybody, my name's TK and welcome back to Pop Pandemonium, my YouTube series where I talk about what I've been reading, watching, playing, and collecting from within the weird and wonderful world of pop culture. That's right, you guessed it. In this video, I want to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows. I'm quite excited to talk about it. I want to give you all my thoughts, so without any further ado, let's get to the goods. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Number 2 from the movie that came out in 2014. Produced by Michael Bay, directed by Jonathan Liebsman, starring 4 turtles, this guy Casey Jones, who was pretty shit in the film. Had Shredder, who was pretty shit in the film. Krang was really good. Who else did we have in there? That other dude who's the sidekick, I can't remember. I think he was named in this was like Falcon. He tried to take some of the credit from how Shredder got beaten in the first film. Who else do we have? Bebop and Rocksteady, in my opinion, stole the show. What I really wanted to see in this film was everything that made it cool from, well, when Ninja Turtles were cool. And they had it in there, you know, they had Casey Jones. I didn't like that he actually couldn't wear rollerblades. He had to go and make some rollerblades out of taping some random, I don't know what it was, wheels to his feet. I think that was pretty stupid. Of course, so Casey Jones, for what I was so excited about, didn't like him. Krang, he was pretty cool. I thought he was pretty awesome. You know, he turned out to be the main villain, really, I guess, in this film. He had his big techno suit sort of thingy. That looked really awesome too. The Technodrome, God, I wish they actually got that thing together and on the ground, charging around through the city would have been really cool. They didn't make it that far, but that still was cool to at least have a hint of the Technodrome in there as well. So that was pretty cool. Who else did they have? April O'Neil. Megan Fox. So Michael Bay and Megan Fox managed to put their whatever it was that they had going between them aside to make another couple of blockbusters, and you know, she was pretty forgettable. Bebop and Rocksteady, I think I went off a bit there. Bebop and Rocksteady made this film. I can't remember the guy who was in Malcolm in the Middle. He was the father's best friend. He played Bebop. Rocksteady, played by Sheamus, the WWE superstar. They both did extremely well. I think they hit it perfectly with their delivery of Bebop and Rocksteady, and it was so cool to finally see those 2 dudes on the big screen. It wasn't really anything more than a kids film, I think. You know, the hard thing is when you have die-hard fans that were a fan of the Ninja Turtles in the 80s, the 90s, and even the 2000s, because there were some good 2000 stuff that came out. I might actually make a video about that stuff later. But when you have those people grow up with it, and then they don't lose track of it. You know, when they see it come out, they might get a little disappointed. They end up taking down the sort of kids track. But at the end of the day, if you cannot say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is something made for the kids, and you want it to be realistic, you know, and you want it to be something that's for the older people, you know, older collectors and older nut bars of the world, and they pick at it because it's not realistic and it's not in the same category as what a Christopher Nolan film or something, then you're pretty fucked in the head, if you ask me. The movie was enjoyable. I actually watched it in 2 parts because I couldn't see it all in one go. Yeah, I loved it. A couple of things that could be better would be actually probably canning April O'Neil, canning her sidekick dude, and actually having this guy here, Casey Jones, wear the mask more than once, you know, and just run around like Arrow without his arrows. That's not a good idea for a film. Touching on what I said before on Shredder being shit, you know, in the first film he was like 8 foot tall, big badass knives and retractable fucking shooting blades and all that sort of thing. And in this film he pretty much just walked around, flipped his little blade thingies out once or twice, made a couple of little threats, and that was it. He just got locked up, Krang put him aside, made him one of his pets, and that was it. So see the film if you've got kids. If you're expecting anything to be super realistic, just remember it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, okay, and you pretty much get what you pay for. I'm a big Turtle fan, and I was happy to see the film. Wonder if they're going to be doing another one. That was TK for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. You've been watching Pop Pandemonium. See you next time.